Native Americans are believed to have migrated to North America from Asia thousands of years ago, crossing a land bridge called Beringia that connected Siberia and Alaska during the last ice age. As the climate changed, these early inhabitants gradually dispersed across the continent, developing distinct cultures and societies over time. Native American prehistory can be divided into several stages, based on archaeological evidence and oral traditions. 1. Paleo-Indian or Lithic stage, 15,000 to 10,000 years ago. The Paleo-Indian period, also known as the Lithic stage, represents the earliest human presence in the America, dating roughly from 15,000 BCE to 10,000 BCE. This epoch is characterized by the use of distinctive stone tools crafted from lithic materials, such as chert and obsidian. During this time, Paleo-Indians were nomadic hunter-gatherers, relying on a diverse array of now extinct megafauna for sustenance. The Clovis culture, identified by distinctive fluted projectile points, is often associated with this period. These early inhabitants were adept at exploiting the environment, demonstrating a deep understanding of their surroundings. The end of the Pleistocene epoch brought about environmental changes, including the extinction of many large mammals, possibly due to a combination of climate shifts and human hunting. As a response, Paleo-Indian cultures adapted their subsistence strategies to focus on smaller hunting, fish, and plant resources. The lithic technology of this era advanced, with the Clovis point being a key innovation. These finely crafted tools were likely used for hunting large animal. Over time, as the climate stabilized, Paleo-Indian groups diversified across North and South America, giving rise to regional variations in tool technology and cultural practices. The Lithic stage set the foundation for subsequent cultural developments, marking the beginning of human occupation and adaptation to the diverse environments of the America. The transition from the Paleo-Indian to the Archaic period saw further innovations in tool technology and shifts toward more sedentary lifestyles with the development of early plant cultivation and domestication. 2. Archaic stage, 10,000 to 2,500 years ago. The Archaic stage in North American prehistory spans roughly from 800 BCE to 1000 BCE, following the Paleo-Indian period. This era is marked by significant cultural and technological developments, laying the groundwork for more complex societies. During the Archaic stage, there was a notable shift toward a more diversified and sedentary lifestyle. While hunting and gathering persisted, many groups began to exploit a broader range of resources, including nuts, seeds, and shellfish. This increased reliance on local plant life contributed to a more settled existence, with some communities establishing semi-permanent villages. Advancements in tool technology were evident during the Archaic period. Ground stone tools, such as grinding stones and mortars, became more prevalent, reflecting a greater emphasis on plant processing. The otlotl, a spear-throwing device, also emerged as a significant technological innovation, enhancing hunting efficiency. Social organization became more complex, with evidence suggesting the development of social hierarchies and ceremonial practices. Trade networks expanded, facilitating the exchange of goods over long distances. Artifacts like pottery and ornamental items reveal increased cultural diversity among different regional groups. The transition to the late Archaic period saw further developments, including the construction of earthen mounds for ceremonial purposes in certain regions. These mounds foreshadowed the elaborate mound-building cultures that would emerge in subsequent periods. 3. Woodland stage, 2,500 to 1,100 years ago. The Woodland period in North American prehistory, dating approximately from 1000 BCE to 1000 CE, represents a significant cultural and technological evolution following the Archaic stage. This era is characterized by the development of pottery, the cultivation of plants, and the establishment of more complex social structures. One of the key advancements during the Woodland period was the introduction and widespread use of pottery. This innovation allowed for more efficient cooking, storage, and transportation of food and other resources. The creation of pottery vessels also reflects an increased focus on sedentary lifestyles and the storage of surplus resources. The cultivation of plants, particularly domesticated varieties of squash, sunflower, and marsh elder, became more widespread during this period. This shift toward agriculture contributed to population growth and the establishment of larger, more permanent settlements. Some woodland cultures engaged in mound-building activities, constructing earthen mounds for various purposes, including burial, ceremonial, and residential functions. Social organization became more complex, with evidence of emerging social hierarchies and specialized roles within communities. The increased reliance on agriculture likely played a role in the development of more structured societies. The exchange of goods and ideas continued to expand, leading to the formation of extensive trade networks. Trade items such as copper, marine shells, and exotic minerals were exchanged over long distances, facilitating cultural interactions between different groups. Artistic expression also flourished during the woodland period, as demonstrated by intricate pottery designs, effigy mounds, and other forms of symbolic representation. These cultural expressions varied across regions, showcasing the diversity of woodland period societies. 4. Post-Archaic stage or Mississippian, 1100 to 400 years ago. The term post-Archaic is not a commonly used categorization in archaeology. However, I can provide information on what typically follows the Archaic period, which is often the emergence of more complex societies and the transition to the Mississippian period in certain regions of North America. Following the woodland period, many regions experienced the rise of the Mississippian cultures, dating from approximately 800 CE to 1600 CE. These societies were characterized by large, agriculturally based chiefdoms and the construction of monumental earthworks, including platform mounds and ceremonial centers. The Cahokia Mounds in present-day Illinois is one of the most notable Mississippian archaeological sites. Mississippian cultures engaged in extensive trade networks, exchanging goods such as copper, shells, and pottery over long distances. The societies were marked by social hierarchies, with powerful chiefs overseeing complex political and religious systems. The construction of large earthen mounds served both ceremonial and residential purposes, emphasizing the cultural and religious significance within these societies. However, it's important to note that not all regions follow the same trajectory, and different areas of North America experienced diverse cultural developments during this time. In the Southwest, for instance, the ancestral Puebloans continued to thrive, constructing elaborate cliff dwellings and developing unique architectural and artistic traditions. The post-Archaic period, broadly speaking, encompasses a variety of cultural trajectories and developments, ultimately setting the stage for the immense diversity of indigenous cultures encountered by European explorers during the historic period. Each region had its own unique history and adaptation strategies, contributing to the rich tapestry of Native American prehistory.